Take a moment as you arrive on your mat to set an intention for what you would like out of your practice. And as you're ready, settle forward into a wide-kneed child's pose. Here I invite you to rest your weight down into the earth, heavy with long, deep exhalations, allowing your belly to begin to soften with the breath, deepening and perhaps sensing the movement of your breath around your rib cage, your low back. This flow will guide you through several instinctual and intuitive movements, primarily allowing yourself to sense your relationship to the earth. As you shift onto your belly, letting your forehead rest onto your stacked hands, allow yourself to feel that connection between your belly breathing and your connection deep into the center of the earth, as if you could breathe right through your belly button, your own umbilical cord connection to the earth that supports you. See if you can let go of any unnecessary holding in your shoulders, your jaw, your forehead. And then we'll begin to explore how it feels to press away from the earth. Maybe lifting your head and lowering down. Your choice if you want to use your hands beneath you as you explore the world, or if you want to lift up your arms, maybe even begin to lift your legs, moving with the breath. Lifting and lowering, knees can be straight or bent. A few more explorations, your playful movement in relationship to gravity, pressing away from the earth and settling back down. From here, we'll take a variation of Sphinx Pose by placing your forearms onto the earth, elbows beneath your shoulders. Now you can stay here with the legs long, or you might explore tucking your toes, even lifting your knees, and finding a gentle rocking motion with your heels, allowing that rocking to move through your legs, your pelvis, your spine, all the way up to your head. And then once again, releasing to the earth. Here we'll press back up into a tabletop and then just let yourself move in any manner that suits you. Let this be intuitive, as if you're just waking up from a nap. Stretching, reaching, curling, these instinctual movements that guide you today. And then I'll invite you to allow this to press back, pressing your hands back, pressing towards your heels until eventually you walk yourself back into a low squat. From this position, you can begin to shift your weight from one foot to the other, lifting one heel as you lower the opposite heel, lifting a knee and lowering your knee. And then allowing your face to begin to tighten and express. You can open your eyes wide and squeeze them tight. You can open your jaw, your mouth, stick out your tongue, and then squeeze it all back in together. These expressions, just allowing yourself to connect to your instinctual, emotional body. And we'll walk this forward into a variation of a downward dog shape, this time allowing both knees to deeply bend, even bending into your elbows, finding some movements between your 2 points of contact with the earth, and then walk back to the back of your mat into a low squatting position, as you then press into the earth to come up to standing. We'll move between these two shapes, lowering your hips and pressing into the feet as you reach and expand, getting tight into this low shape and broad like a big shooting star as you stand up. moving with your breath and rhythm, finding your own expansive breath, and then drawing your connection all the way back down before lifting up again. Now, I'll invite you to send your hips back and draw them forward. We'll use the hip flexors as we extend back and the sits bones to bring us into standing. Moving with the breath, you can let the arms come free once again, sending the hip creases back and draw your sits bones toward each other, toward your tailbone to lift you up. Once again, seated as you exhale, inhale, lift, expand. This time, placing your hands to your low back, pressing down into your feet, bending your knees as you lift through your heart and throat. You can take this little back bend to each side, gazing over the left shoulder and then to the right shoulder. Taking your time, making this yours. And eventually, we'll find our way back down to the earth through that squatting shape, letting your hands press down, walking forward and back into a downward facing dog, a crouching tiger variation. You can bend the elbows, bend the knees. Let this be natural, instinctual. Moving with this shape and eventually stepping the right foot forward between your hands. We'll find a low lunge into a lizard lunge in this instinctual flow. Let it be primal. You can take both hands to the inside of your right leg, breathing between your left heel and the crown of your head. Staying up on your hands, or if you prefer, you can always descend to your elbows. And when you're ready, we'll switch sides, taking the right foot back and the left foot forward. Here, once again, take your time to find your way into this low lunge shape. Maybe widening your stance, hands to the inside of your left foot. Staying up on the hands or descending to elbows. And feeling that long line of connection between your right heel and the crown of your head. When you feel complete, stepping back into downward dog. And we'll find our way forward to the mat by descending knees, chest and chin, a little inchworm shape, before you settle down into gravity once again. We'll find a half floor frog by bending at 90 degrees your left leg and your left arm. You can take your gaze to the left as well. And once you're in the shape, letting go of any unnecessary holding. Your shoulder, your jaw, your eyes. As you're ready, switching sides, extending left leg long, left arm by your side, and bending 90 degrees, right leg, right arm, and turning your gaze to the right. Soft into gravity, heavy into the earth. Letting go, surrendering. When you feel complete, allowing your right leg to become long. Re-extending through your right arm, this time both hands under your head for a moment. One final breath into the earth before pressing back to where we began in a wide-legged child's pose. As we revisit this shape, notice what's new. What has changed in this short practice? letting yourself be heavy, releasing into the earth before slowly pressing back to sitting onto your heels to thank yourself for taking this time for your practice.